Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel at Lakeysha Keysha. And just when we thought Jeannie Mai and Jeezy was living their best life because they divorced and everything. And honey, it seems like, well, I shouldn't say it seems like, well, Jeannie, my girl, move on, baby. Move on. Because apparently she done called the police on Jeezy, y'all. And I'm just like, girl, y'all don't even live together. What are you calling the police for? Y'all, we got to jump into this because this is giving bitter, bitter Karen. And of course, guys, as you come in and as you're watching the video, I only ask that you do three things. And one of those things is to hit that like button. It is like a thumbs up button. Go ahead and hit that. Go ahead and share the video. And if you guys have not subscribed to the channel, this will be an awesome time to do so. And I know y'all like, why she keep asking? Because as a content creator, when you guys hit the thumbs up, that does help us out in the algorithm. When you watch the video, you just watching the video. So those are just things that we ask because it does help us on this platform.
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Eh?
And where do I begin with this? It's like kind of all over the place. And of course, when all of this came out, everybody was team Jeannie Mai. And for me, I'm like, I was in the middle because I get it. Jeezy has a lot of children, but guess what? He had those same children when she married him. So whatever he had, she was okay with it. Okay. So it always came off to me as her being just a little bit bitter because when you marry a man and you are familiar with his background, you know all the stuff he did and everything people said he did, and you're okay with it. But some way, somehow, you maybe think that you are different. Hey, go on, girl, and do what you think you need to do. But it didn't work out that way because apparently Jeezy, well, it ain't apparently, he filed for divorce. But it looks like Jeannie Mai wanted to keep the marriage and make it work, but it just didn't work because Jeezy was like, he's done. But what Jeannie Mai failed to realize is that had been Jeezy's pattern, seemed like his whole life. He was done with all his baby mamas. But just perhaps she thought because they got married, that she was going to be any different. Or maybe, just maybe, she thought because she was a different race that she was going to be treated differently. I don't know what she thought, but the fact of the matter is, Jeezy is who he always has been. I'm sure he has grown in certain areas, but let's be serious. Let's just be really serious. Just maybe she just wasn't the person that he thought she was. Maybe they were not the person that each other thought that they were, because in the end, this just didn't work. But it started off, with this divorce proceeding. It started to seem as if Jeannie Mai was just turning just a tad bit bitter because, as we all know, this is her second marriage. And I mean, you get married once and then twice, divorced twice. I mean, that's a lot. But I think she really wanted to make this work because, if you guys recall, she started to, she was telling the court that basically Jeezy had abused her. And here's my thought, girl, if you didn't tell us about it before, just keep it to yourself because it just really was given bitter, because if you all decided that whatever you said he did to you, you ain't call the police, we don't want to know about it. But y'all, let's get into what is going on. Well, here's the deal. The divorce may be finalized, honey, but the former lovers, and when I say former, because they don't love each other anymore, they are still at odds. And according to the court documents, and this was obtained by In Touch Weekly, Jeannie Mai visited Jeezy's Georgia home on December 9th. Now, this was just last year, not that long ago. It was December. We're in the month of January. Don't be in my comments talking about this old news, especially if you have an old wig on. Okay. Well, anywho, Jeannie went to Jeezy's home to collect her personal belongings, but she called the Atlanta Police Department. Now, the article says she had to call. She didn't have to call the police. She wanted to call the police. And in fact, that's what she did because it says that she was denied access, honey. Denied access, meaning you ain't getting up in here. Now, according to this article, it states that Jeezy had previously packed Jeannie's items, including her awards and her personal effects, into boxes in his garage, while his lawyer claimed that Jeezy was perfectly fine with Jeannie Mai retrieving her things. He also expressed concerns about her being in the home, citing fears of privacy invasion. Okay, y'all, let's just think about this for a minute. These two have not been together in a while. They are divorced. It's been finalized. Now she needs to get her stuff out of a house that she previously used to live in. I'm not feeling comfortable. And keep in mind, Jeannie Mai has said some really troubling things about Jeezy, so I can understand why he's not feeling comfortable because if she felt these things about him, she should have left him. Why did he have to divorce her? So there's a lot of things that she said. So what Jeezy's lawyer is saying is that Jeannie Mai is very angry about their divorce and she's extremely vengeful. Now, this is what Jeezy's lawyer is saying. He's also said that her presence would absolutely destroy Jeezy's peace and tranquility. Now, listen, that would be me because listen, if I don't trust you, I don't want you around me. And the fact that this woman is going to be in this man's home and he's not there would be a problem for me. And the number one reason is because the trust is gone. The trust is not there. And I can understand why the lawyer is saying that this is going to create a problem. Now, Jeannie Mai legal's team now has refuted these claims, stating that Jeannie only sought to collect her belongings, but upon arrival to Jeezy's house, his it looks like his house manager, obviously Jeezy wasn't there. The house manager refused entry despite prior confirmation. Now the police intervened, Atlanta police, but further obstacles arose, including demands for Mai to sign a non-disclosure agreement. Now y'all know what a non-disclosure agreement is. And I can kind of understand that because think about it. She comes to his house with people to move whatever it is she has. Now these individuals know where he lives. So it's a lot of things that could go wrong. So I can understand they wanted her to sign these things. Now, when she finally assessed the garage, it looks like Jeannie Mai complained to have found her belongings damaged. So Jeannie Mai has another complaint. She is saying that her belongings were damaged. She said the boxes were wet with water having soaked through the boxes, damaging her personal items. Now, this is what her lawyer's saying, and also adding that mouse traps had ruined some of the contents of her belongings. Now this is given bitter. Now, Jeannie Mai has denied being vengeful and accusing Jeezy of contempt for violating court order. Now, this is just me reading it, y'all, and this seems very bitter and it seems very vengeful because I don't know about y'all, but if I'm going to leave a place, I'm certainly going to retrieve my belongings quickly. Now, these people have been going through a divorce and they are divorced. I guess I don't understand why Jeannie is just now coming for her things, but that's just me. What y'all think? Now, it seems that Jeannie Mai's attorney is saying that the only party that seems to be angry or revengeful is Jeezy. Now, it's saying that the judge has not yet ruled on the ongoing disputes, and it says neither Jeezy nor Mai has commented any further on this matter. And I don't know what y'all feel about this entire story. I don't know anything other than, what I'm able to research and find out either online or through another party. But what I can say and what I have heard from people who are very close to Jeezy, what they have stated is that all Jeezy really wanted was a quiet life, and Jeannie Mai did not bring that. In fact, it seemed like all she wanted to do was party and have people over to their homes. And y'all got to understand, some people, especially when you get into that age of your upper 40s, and especially when you get in your 50s, you don't want all these people at your house. So it seemed like whatever Jeezy thought he was getting, it just didn't work out. Now, I'm not in that man's mind. I don't know if he had something else and, was just marrying her to better his image. I don't know. But what I can tell you is what I've heard from people who specifically know him. And that's what I've heard. So Jeannie Mai is really, really giving bitter, because even if, her things were wet or whatever, I really don't believe that Jeezy is taking the time to damage this woman's stuff. If it was in the garage, there's, it's wet outside. It could have gotten wet. You have to understand, this man is busy. I don't think he's really thinking of, whatever boxes she has in the garage. And more so, if it was that important, why is she retrieving it so late? I mean, it's obvious that she's moved out of this residence and she's been living somewhere for some time. Why did she leave her belongings only to come back later to retrieve them? You kind of got to understand, you guys are divorced, y'all not together no more. Why would he leave your things in the house and have you coming in his house walking about? That doesn't make any sense. That chapter is closed. Now, the second part of this is him not letting her in the home with movers and, requesting that they sign a non-disclosure. This man is a celebrity. A non-disclosure is pretty much typical to what they want people to sign. So that's not anything different. I mean, if you got to kind of understand it and look at it like this way, while Jeannie Mai is his ex-wife, his daughter's mother, they are they kind of got a little toxic thing going on. So you can kind of understand why he probably wouldn't trust her. And if you know anything about Jeezy, after everything that they've been through, he not gonna trust her anyway. But I really wish that they can probably get it together for the sake of the child. But in all honesty, to me, it seems like Jeezy has moved on, and it's just given Jeannie Mai is bitter. It seems to me that she thought that she was going to be the woman to change him, but in all actuality, it just didn't work. And she should have maybe just, I don't know, but you knew his background. You knew he had baby mama, and I don't know, maybe she felt more comfortable marrying him, being his ex-wife, but now a
And
baby
guys,
mama. Hit that like button. Make sure you go and share the content. And if you guys are not subscribed, why are you not subscribed? Hit the subscribe button. It is actually
Hi,
free.
and I am so glad that you guys are here. Let me tell you this. I started YouTube roughly 1 year ago, and you know what I did? I struggled like hell to figure it out. But thankful I was diligent and able to monetize in under 90 days. So what I want to do is I want to show you guys exactly how I did it. So what I did is I sat down and I created a course to help you guys become successful on YouTube. When I first started, I struggled. I did not know what to do. And I'm going to tell you why I decided to create this course. When I started YouTube, this is what I said. I said that if I did not make money in at least 60 days, I was done. And guess what I did? I did just that. And my first official check for 30 days on YouTube was roughly $7,000. Now, I know some of y'all is like, that's no money. And in all actuality, it ain't a lot of money, but it's not a little money, especially from somebody that was coming to a social media platform such as YouTube that I didn't really know what I was doing, but I was able to figure it out to be able to make an income of $7,000. So what I said is I see some of the smaller YouTubers struggling. So what I want to do is show you guys what I did to become successful. So what I did is I created a course to teach you guys the basics. Now, this will not be the only course, but this will be the first course in which I will teach you guys how to get monetized very fast. So all you need to do right now is go ahead and click on the link, because we are running a special, or I am running a special, because I want to make sure you guys get monetized. Because listen, it is the holidays, it is becoming a new year soon, and y'all need to get y'all some more income. Okay.
If you guys are struggling and would like to be monetized on YouTube, but you just have not been able to figure it out, I was just in your shoes not even 2 years ago. So, what I did is I created a course that is going to show you how to get monetized in under 90 days. And also, I am offering you guys a 50% discount right now. If you head on over to 𝐷𝐸𝐵 at checkout, use code half off to save yourself 50%.